Bill Mahers been amazing, bro. And you know what? His audience is starting to fools watch it just like we are. Like the comments are like loving this shit. He had on, this probably was...
which one's better first because they're both so good. Maybe the Richard Dreyfuss one first.
Yeah, let's do that. He had Richard Dreyfuss on who, again, you know what's, his show is so amazing because he has people on, you go, ugh, I'm not interested in that. Like who would be interested in a Richard Dreyfuss interview? Not me. So you always think you could skip it, but it almost just seems like the ones you want to skip the most are the ones that end up churning out the most crazy, insane shit you've ever seen. I mean, almost every time we watch his show, it's like a mind-blowing, I can't believe this is happening moment. And this Richard Dreyfuss one, some of you know what I'm talking about. This is the craziest shit we've ever seen.
Should we smoke first?
Let's smoke. And why this is so important to the show is because, and I believe this happened on season 20, it's happened many years of my life. I have a line from a movie that I used to say, and it's a movie called, what is it called? I'll tell you. And it stars Rosie O'Donnell. Wow. How do you spell hummus? That would help. It's
Hummus.
Really? Okay. Kebab Kitchen. No, that's an actual restaurant. Hold on, we're going to put this in quotes. This is crazy. My big quote isn't coming up. I got to remember what movie that was from. Somebody's got to know what I'm talking about. Stakeout. Okay. Richard Dreyfuss, Rosie O'Donnell, some other nobody. In the trailer of the movie Stakeout, I always say this line from the trailer, Stakeout. Oh, come on, buddy. I am so bad at this. Movie trailer. Okay. Let's see if we could catch it here. Oh, come on.
Two undercover cops on the trail of an escaped killer, staking out the house of his unsuspecting girlfriend.
I think she's gone on a diet.
Everything was routine.
I think it was from part 2, which was called Another Stakeout. Because I don't see Rosie O'Donnell in this.
Damn it.
Hey, that was a good trailer, right? Another Stakeout trailer. Okay, Another Stakeout. 1993. Here you go. Again. It might not be in any of the trailer. This could have just been a clip. Yeah, it's not in the trailer. Anyways, there's this amazing scene in Stakeout where they're sitting around at this table and they're eating hummus. Now, hummus was a rather new food in the 90s, okay? People didn't eat hummus unless you were like Middle Eastern. So they're eating hummus and they're making jokes about hummus and the name hummus. And Richard Dreyfuss goes, side of hummus, a homicide. Side of hummus, a homicide. It's a joke from the film. That stuck with me every day of my life till now. I can't think of that line. You know, when I hear hummus, it's side of hummus, a homicide.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch that movie tonight.
Never watch it.
I love a movie where they have to pretend to be a family. Like,
yes.
There was this one I watched a lot when I was a kid where I can't even remember what it was called. And I had this like free VHS I got from a garage sale. And it was about these two neighbors that had to become a family and pretend for this soda contest.
That's a great
so they
concept.
could be America's best family because they were all poor.
Yeah.
I watched that shit many times.
That's a great trope. I wish more families would get together to make a fake family. But that line stuck with me. I said it on the show. And maybe that's why we were gifted with this tape. You know, we started covering Club Random. Probably, we're probably the biggest Club Random podcast out there, right? As far as coverage goes. We had that big hit tape when the show first came out where Bill got on his knees and started grabbing Bella Thorne. I mean, it was...
Oh, Bill.
This really introduced the new Bill Maher to the world. And to us, and ever since, it's like you can't turn on an episode without finding more. So, again, Richard Dreyfuss, I never gave a fuck about Richard Dreyfuss. I said that line, but he was also in What About Bob, right? You know him from that? I just want to make sure our Zoomer audience knows who he is. So, he appears here. I almost skipped this episode. I'm so glad I didn't. You're not going to believe what he does. Should we start it from the beginning here? Beginning?
I always like to start at the beginning.
Well,
just to
it's been a long time.
There he is.
Yeah. Do you remember the show we did together?
Which one? The Funny You Don't Look 200?
Okay, so, yeah, he's not looking good. So he sits down next to Bill, and he's plopped out grandpa style. You know, before we get into this, what is his age, Jules? Didn't we look this up? What's Richard Dreyfuss's age? Because some of you might go, he's probably like 99 now, right? He could be.
He's 75.
75, okay. I thought Richard Dreyfuss would be older.
So he's only about 6 years older than Bill.
Think about this. Bill Maher is 70, right? Or 69.
Yeah.
Bill Maher is like 70 years old. I'm not joking. Look him up. Let's get the age right, because this matters.
67.
Okay. 67. But 75 could be, like, it's not so old nowadays that you're like a 99-year-old man, right? It's not like being 88. Like 75 now is still like respectable. You could still be respectable and like sit up straight, right? So you go, maybe he's, when I first saw this, I go, maybe he's 90, because the way he is sitting is like a pooped out Pops. He's sitting like Grandpa after Grandpa's pretty much over, okay? He's sitting like Grandpa after Grandpa, okay, Grandpa's had 2 strokes, he's got dementia now, he's on all this medication. He's just going to sit there like a complete fool. That's usually when I tap out for grandparents, too, during their foolish years, where they're acting like morons. I refused to even participate with my grandma when she started getting all goofy. And my grandma was terrified. I didn't want to look at that shit. Grow up! So when the grandpas and grandmas start getting goofy, no, I don't throw out a celebrity boxing match. I get the fuck out of there, and I pretend I never knew them. And that's what I figured was going on with Dreyfuss. I go, oh, you know, this poor old man, maybe he's like, you know how like when you're like, how old is Richard Gere now? And you're like, he's 78? Or some shit like that, where you're like, you can't believe how old they are. That's what I thought was going to happen. But we looked up 75. I go, okay.
It's pretty young.
He doesn't have any diseases. It's not like he got ALS. But he's taking a seat like this, and it looks really sloppy and really goofy. But at first, I'm like, maybe just sat like this. The chairs are like really deep, and there's no monitor. So maybe he thought he was just sitting like how I feel like I'm sitting now, but it's just looking like that. And he's just not fully aware because it's a new chair and there's no monitor. But that ain't the case. This is so crazy. It needs to be on the news. Wait till you see this fucking spectacle.
Doing your show.
1987.
Yeah.
Your show about the Constitution.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, have you seen it at all?
I saw it in 1987. I mean, since then? No. Have you?
Yeah, shit. A lot.
What are you, like Norman Desmond? You're running it in your library every night?
I'm ready. I'm ready for my close-up, Jamil.
But
no, there's a whole story about that story.
Well, people don't know what we're talking about, so I'm going to tell them, like, in the 200th anniversary of the Constitution, which, of course, was...
So they're sitting there, they're talking, they're chatting. He's still sitting like that. And again, I'm going, maybe again, like, you know, I'm sitting like this, it's fine. But maybe if the camera angle was on the floor and I couldn't see how I was sitting, maybe it looks crazy.
One
right?
observation I did make, Bill's chair has no pillow.
Yes.
The guest chair does have a pillow.
So the guest chair actually has 2 pillows. Now, why don't you go to the episode before this, Jules? Let us know if we got pillows on the seat before this episode. So as you see, Dreyfuss has a pillow behind his head. Huge 90s cushion. It's reached cushion status. It is so big. And it also looks like, because here's Bill's seat bottom, and it's this Pee-wee's Playhouse polka dotted turquoise and black number. And you can see that's right there, but then you see, they've put another pillow on top of the couch cushion, it appears.
Now, in the episode before, it looks as if the pillow that is behind Richard Dreyfuss is on the seat. So it looks like the pillow is there for the guests to do what they wish with, perhaps.
Interesting. So it's this very deep, very probably uncomfortable to sit in chair. I wouldn't want to be seen sitting in a chair like this to begin with. But then imagine putting a pillow here and a pillow there. And now you're kind of just on two pillows leaning on a chair. So it's a whole different sit. So this was crazy enough. We had to know more. But then we get sidetracked. We get sidetracked by some 666 stuff.
Well, you can go to 9 minutes.
Okay,
go
yeah.
To 9 minutes
okay, yeah.
First.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. So there's going to be two things. We got a weird sit going on, okay? It's weird enough for me to go, I just need to know more. Let's go to 9 minutes, though, because the sitting gets a little crazier.
No, it was that the real deal was that people just ignored it.
Right.
If the wife did not make a stink.
So interesting. Yes, you're right. The wife has a big role to play. They call them mafia wives.
Yeah.
You know.
And by the way, the real story was that they did know. It was part of the dating system.
Okay, it's Hollywood. It's the 70s. People are doing Quaaludes.
Okay. He's getting real close to the edge of the chair. Okay, so he's come out of his seat here. He's leaning forward, and now he's sitting kind of on the edge of that top pillow, but that top pillow don't have much support under it. It's starting to kind of slip off, and he's kind of sitting there. Can everybody see that? It's very dark.
His leg is...
Oh, no, that's such a shame because look how dark that is.
Up.
I hope people could see that. It looks so dark on my monitor there. You can't see what his legs are doing, but they're getting goofy. Okay, let's skip forward to where it's more visible here. Let's go to 1458. 1458. And you could always double check these time codes at home. You'll see we're not manipulating the video.
57? I don't know. McKenna's Gold. Who the fuck remembers what was the worst film of...
Valley of the Dolls.
Valley of the Dolls. Valley of the Dolls was not the worst film because I was 11 when it came out and soon was masturbating to it.
And you responded to Miss O'Hara?
Okay.
You should keep listening at this part.
Of course. So he's sitting kind of weird. He's moving around. He's moving back and forth. It's not so bad yet. But then Joe, he brings up the Valley of the Dolls. And what's his name? Bill. Bill makes this offhanded comment like, oh, yeah, Valley of the Dolls wasn't the worst movie in the world because I jacked off to it as a kid.
11 when it came out and soon was masturbating to it.
And you responded to Miss O'Hara? Miss O'Hara? Miss O'Hara? That was the worst line in the worst film ever made.
And you said that?
Yeah.
See, now who's in Valley of the Dolls? There had to
Patty
be
Duke was the
Patty
one I was talking
Duke.
to.
Okay, but Patty Duke, handsome actress, that never made my adolescent masturbation list. Who else? Who else could I have been whacking?
Bill's going, who was the hot chick that I would have been whacking off to when I was 9 in this movie? Like, he was in the movie, Richard Dreyfuss. He's asking, who else could it have been in this movie that I was jacking to?
It to. There must have been. I know there was some.
Oh yeah, Jacqueline Bisset.
Jacqueline Bisset, exactly.
Yeah,
and with an English accent, which usually is such a boner killer.
So they're both reminiscing on, jacking off to this co-worker of his from the film. And then he starts kind of chortling out here. I mean, he kind of starts doing da baby, which is a move where you fall back on your big butt and do this. And it's a really awkward, this is enough for me to go, okay, we gotta, let's fix the pillows for this guy. Or I'm wondering, does he have some MS or something? Because now he's like this. And he's starting to do this just really jerky, faggoty movements. But then the conversation also starts getting really sexual. Should we continue from here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, listen to this.
There's just something about that accent that doesn't go.
And so she did. And that was a big, hot turn on.
Who else? There was somebody else who was like, even Jacqueline Bisset is classy.
And there's a whole raft of women who never made it past grade B. So
that doesn't matter to a masturbator. We are not judging you.
Well, actually, it didn't matter to anybody.
I mean, this shot already in itself is...
He's like holding himself up by only his tip.
Yeah. And it's unnatural. It's a very strange shot right now. This gets weirder.
Judgment would be made based on that film. What film was it? What film were you in that year?
Okay.
So
you were in, but you were already in films. I was plainly masturbating. What do you think about when you masturbate?
Uh-oh.
Isn't that the ultimate question?
Here's where things get twisted. So we're already all caught up in this laying, weird sitting shit, right?
We're screaming over his body position.
And then Bill asks him, what do you masturbate to? And I didn't think this was about to happen. Watch this.
What do you think about when you masturbate? Isn't that the ultimate question that could tell you what really a person is about? What do you think about when you masturbate, Richard Dreyfuss?
I never thought about my mother.
Well, I hope not.
I never thought that if I had thought of my mother, I would be thinking incestuous thoughts. That never occurred to me. And yet, incestuous thoughts was the engine that drove my masturbation.
What did you jack off to? Because they were just joking around how they jacked off to some dumb movie. Bill was. And what did you jack off to? Thinking he was going to say, oh, it was Sybil Shepherd crawling out of the lake in Lagoon 3. Something like that. But he goes, so I never wanted to fuck my own mother, but incestual thoughts are what drive my every waking move, my hunger, my whole desire and appetite, my sexual flavor was incest-based. I'd never hurt a fly, I swear. But my sister was all I wanted. That is literally what is being said and what is compounded on.
How come this isn't like an article anyway?
Yes, listen to this shit.
Incestuous thoughts. That never occurred to me. And yet, incestuous thoughts was the engine that drove my masturbation.
Really?
Yes.
Incestuous with who?
Well, who crossed that street first?
Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought it up, but if it's not your mother, how many people could it be? I mean,
and
your sister?
In the early years, I thought about very little else.
Not grandma.
Who am I thinking of?
In my early years.
Who am I thinking of?
I'm asking.
In my early years, I thought about very little else than incest. Listen to this.
Who were you thinking of? Because,
inquiring minds want to know.
Well,
and he starts jacking off. He is now laying down and jacking off. And going, inquiring minds. Who
were you thinking of? Because,
inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I mean, you do know that.
Now, we are not laughing at a man with like a disease. I promise.
I don't think.
We looked it up. He's clean. I spoke with his doctor myself. I did a blood panel on him.
Says
He's
he
good.
has bipolar disorder.
Bipolar disorder.
Not a physical disease.
So this isn't like we're laughing at Michael Lair. This is not that. This is not like
you'll
see he jumps out of his seat. He could also stand and walk. It's not like he's been laid there. All right, listen to this. And he's getting
fully
really
down, by the way, at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you guys could see, is it too dark to see?
You can kind of see.
Dark. He's like fully laying off the couch. Okay.
That porn today is like dominated almost by incest porn. Like if you go on Pornhub, like it's the same videos that we've been looking at for years. It's some chick, hopefully a hot one, although obviously beauty.
He's like limboing. I mean, how low could he go at this point?
His body is fully off and he's just using his arms to hold him like a
holding his arms, and now he is doing hip thrusts. Perfect form, by the way. And just holding himself. And there's not one time where Bill goes, hey, do you need... Let's pull the pillow. That pillow is slipping. So Bill just pretends none of this sit stuff is happening.
That we've been looking at for years. It's some chick, hopefully a hot one, although obviously beauty's in the eye. But there are many beautiful, porn stars who in another era could have been movie stars if they didn't always take a bunch of jizz in the face, which is like not something that the studio, certainly not in Mr. Mahers' day, looked kindly on. Although, of course, they did it in private. Anyway.
Wait, now his chest is now underneath the arms of the chair. Okay, so that's how you know he's too low. Imagine my chest being underneath the arms of the chair. It's a low. It's a low go.
Try it.
I have no more room. And this is
you
an open front desk.
You can go a little lower. Come on.
No. My shorts are thonging into me right now.
Oh, no. Looks comfy on
it really is nice. This is why Ethan Klein loves doing the show. Just lay back.
Wow, you actually let the really pill relaxed.
Kick. Let the Lexapro course through your veins. Stupid idiots. How much money did this earn me? $8 billion today? Nice. Idiots, losers, retards, dumbasses. Should we get Burger King?
This is nice.
This is nice. Damn. Luxury like the Kleins. So he's slipping. And again, Bill's not saying a damn word.
Well, they did it. But and they did it for Mr. Mayer, but only in a private collection.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those guys were worse or as bad as the Cosbys.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like
convulsing, and it's like he got horny almost.
Go back like 5 seconds and watch the movement his top just did.
Yeah, look at this. And he's doing the whole "Are you garbage" face.
Yes.
The Matt, what's his name? Big fatty. Xander had a great video on the "Are you garbage" fat guy. It's one of those videos that showed like the scope of things. It's like, here's the size of the Earth. Here's the size of the sun. Here's the size of Neptune. Here's the size, and then it get bigger. It's showing you alt star twos and mega stars and all this shit. And then of course it ends, and it's like 50 to 100 times bigger than the largest thing in the universe, and it's Matt H. Foley from Are You Garbage with his big fat mouth open. If anyone, here's the deal. If you could get a ping pong ball in his mouth, get that on video, $1,000 cash. Find Matt Foley, make him laugh, ping pong ball, it lands in his mouth, $1,000. Because you have many opportunities to do that. You go see him on Kill Tony or something, sit in the front row. Ooh, you can keep doing it too. I'll give you a box of balls. You ever had a fresh, brand new box of ping pong balls? Like beer pong, right into his mouth. And not his. Leave Dreyfuss alone. But yeah, H. Foley. Is that legal? You could do that to a comic because it's funny.
It's just a ping pong
There's
ball.
Different laws. Like that would be assault if I did that to some like old lady. But in the courtroom, I could be like, he's a comic. And they'll be like, Your Honor, you're right. This is, it's Foley's funny. Lawyer will be like, Your Honor, you're right. This is funny. So it's allowed. And the jury will be like, he had his mouth open. Okay, so that's what Dreyfuss is doing. He's acting like Foley's dad. And of course, he's thrusting here. We're going to watch this little movement. Watch his upper body here.
And those guys were worse or as bad as the Cosbys.
Oh yeah.
And that what they got away with like in those days of the studios.
When you read Shirley Temple's book.
Okay. Was there more from this clip here?
Let's see.
Skip forward.
Yeah, you could go to 22:55.
22:55. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Of the Cholchinsky riots. It was, the Cossacks were basically given free rein to kill and murder anyone.
More incest stuff.
But getting back to my masturbation.
Yeah, here.
Who else was in Valley? Who else was in Valley of the Dolls?
Dreyfuss.
Come on. I can almost picture it like.
Who is the guy?
Not the guy. Not the guy. I wasn't masturbating about the guys. Weirdo. I was you're fucking your sister. What are you? Not the one I even ask about.
Did you have a sister?
Yes.
Did you ever give her what we called a movie actor kiss?
No.
Sir.
He goes, "You're a weirdo. You're fucking your shit." But he's kind of just kidding, hoping that Dreyfuss would be like, "I didn't fuck my sister. I'm saying I just liked incest porn." But no, Dreyfuss goes, "Have you ever given your sister a movie star kiss?" Listen to this.
Not the one I even ask about.
Did you have a sister?
Yes.
Did you ever give her what we called a movie actor kiss?
No. Oh God. Please. I love my sister.
Did she ever ask you?
No, we didn't even like each other when we were kids. We were like two. What?
Of course not.
Yes. No.
You stopped that hostility under a white flag, and you literally said, "You want to do a movie star kiss?"
Makes him hot that the brother and sister are also at each other's throats, and then they're doing this in secrecy. So he's done this. Of course not. The hatred is the thrill of the bite. Does his mom know about this? We're telling his mom. We are telling your mom.
Is it possible that he's just like so crazy and lost his mind and he's just saying shit and he's like fucking with him? Because why would you say that?
I don't know. Let's hear some more.
Flag, and you literally
This
said,
gets sick. Watch.
"You want to do a movie star kiss?"
We're weirdo. We're not weirdos like you. We're normal people who grew up in New Jersey, and we didn't have memories.
I lived in Queens, so it's the same thing.
Yeah. Queens. I'll say.
I lived 20 blocks
He's gay because of that?
away from Trump and his family, and I was
20 blocks. It's pretty close.
15 streets away from what's his name? Who I played also. What's his name?
Alexander Haig.
Security.
Okay. Is there any more to this part? Does he talk about his sister? I think he starts telling this really weird story about his sister. Where was that? It was about where he told his mom, it was like some weird story about how if he ever got caught doing his incest, he would deny it by saying, no, Mom, my sister, that's not her. That's a robot that replaced her. Like he already came up with all these excuses. And he talks about the excuses he would use to his parents if ever gotten.
Oh, no, I think he was talking about something else.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounded like
that part you were talking about, but no, he was talking about his kid.
Oh.
But he was just like, a robot has replaced my teenage daughter, but in like a really weird way where you didn't quite get what he was talking about at
That's
first.
why you can't talk about incest and then say all this weird shit. It sounds like that's part of it.
Go to 2843. This part's funny.
28?
Yeah, 2843.
2843. Let's see what happens here. Is this the ad?
Yeah.
Okay, look. So Bill slips into an ad here. This is really nuts. 2840. Watch this ad that Bill does. And look at Dreyfuss. I mean, he's fully asleep. He's fully laying down right now.
Kind of, but that is kind of. I mean, they overuse
this is a little break from Dreyfuss, I think.
Shoving your dick in somebody's mouth is violent. Do you like true crime? Check out Mind of a Monster, a true crime podcast from ID about history's most notorious serial killers. On this new season of Mind of a Monster, host and criminal psychologist Dr. Michelle Ward tells the story of Jeffrey Dahmer and how he got away with cannibalism, killing, and necrophilia for more than 13 years. Past seasons tell the story of serial killers like Ted.
So he'll read anything. There's no tact. Do you want to learn more about Jeffrey Dahmer? For 5 easy payments of some weird service, you could see
necrophilia.
I mean, it really caught me. I was like tuning this out.
Wait, and you should go back
you don't do an ad for Dahmer.
You should go back like 2 more clicks before this because I got to see how he's laying right here.
Yeah, it was wild. Look,
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, let's just hear. There's something strange about this here.
Tells the story of Jeffrey Dahmer and how he got away with cannibalism, killing, and necrophilia for more than 13 years. Past seasons tell the story of serial killers like Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer, LA's famous Hillside Strangler and Night Stalker killers, and Ed Kemper,
Very
aka the co-ed killer. That's a lot of true crime, and it's all available to listen to now, you sick fucks.
Oh, okay.
Listen to Mind of a Monster, Jeffrey Dahmer, or wherever you get your podcasts.
My aunt sits down.
Okay.
Okay.
That was just a little. We thought that was just a goofy way
go to 40s.
To deliver that information.
Yeah.
With that music too. He's whatever era he is trapped in, kind of rules. It's like a sick vibe.
I'm so into Bill. Nobody
like imagine being able to go to Club Random for a sick party with all these like 50-year-old actresses from the USA, up all night days and shit. Okay, what's
go to 4622. I can't quite remember what this part is about, but I think it might be good.
4622. Let's see what we got here. Coming up.
Space aliens, and they come and take your kid for 12 years. When they took my daughter,
this my is the part you were talking about.
Daughter.
Who took?
The aliens. When they took my daughter.
No, really?
Yeah. What do you think happens to kids when they're 12 years old? They're kidnapped and taken to another planet. And they're replaced by an android. And an android
who's a lot harder to deal with.
With a myth, with a fucking painful myth. And when they do that, they are the same person, but they're not. And don't let them fool you, Dad. That's not my sister. That is not my sister. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. And I'm telling you, they are trained. And the difference between boys and girls is real simple. Boys are so embarrassed by sexual problems that they treat one another only through the vocabulary of cartoons. Wabbos. Hey, look at him, wabbos. Hey, that's all that vocabulary. And girls are mechanical engineers, and they say they know exactly how wide and how thick and how this and how they like it like such, and they
talking about they like
the size of a dick.
Dick. I thought that, but I didn't want to.
Little girls are always talking about the girth of the dick. When boys are little, they're always like, let me see those wazos. It's always a cartoon thing when the boys are young. Let me see those bazooms, those bazams. When girls are young, they want to know the girth. They want to know the width, the length, the weight of the cock. How old? Oh, real young. 8, 2. I had a 2-year-old grandson. She was obsessed with circumference of the cock. That's nuts. I've never heard it like that. I don't think Bill's buying it either. Shocked. Yeah, Bill's in shock.
Assume that you're always thinking about dicks. Okay, so yeah,
and that's true. That is absolutely.
But they're not thinking about dicks at that young age when the boys are watching rabbit cartoons.
Well, that depends on your point of view, because I think they are talking about dicks.
Really, before 10? At night?
I mean,
no, before 10 years old, really?
If I was going to call it, I would say yes.
I would, you know what? I'm sure 8-year-old girls have heard the song Wet Ass Pussy. And I'm sure that prompted a number of questions. And,
if I had to call it, I would say yes.
Oh, if I had to call it, I would say much younger than that.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. It's about the girth and the nuts.
I didn't remember
and the size of the say. I don't know about that. It seems like he's going to do something harmful to children. Maybe the right. We need to call the right. Is there a phone number for the right so I can report potential sex crimes? All right, what do we got next here? Spread and jump scare.
Go to 4820.
4820. Now, this is a spread and jump scare. It's listed.
I think the spread is the jump scare.
4820. Okay. Yeah, well. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's coming up. Here we go.
Before 10 years old, really?
If I was going to call it, I would say yes.
I would, you know what? I'm sure 8-year-old girls have heard the song Wet Ass Pussy. And I'm sure that prompted a number of questions. And, and Mom, what's a wet ass pussy? And, don't ask your father. He doesn't know. I don't know. But yes, I think today's kids are exposed to so much that you're probably right, that and what's on the phone, the internet, they perforce must know like things that I was just clueless about that at that age. One thing I am
I didn't see the jump scare, but any moment of this could have been the jump scare.
I feel like it's
still coming.
Wait, that's him.
That's him, yes. But I didn't see a jump scare.
Gigantic spread.
Okay, here.
About that at that age,
So yes, it cuts back to him, and yes, he has opened himself up. He almost looks like the guy from Barry in jail, with Barry a little bit there. He's fattened, and he's fully spreading. That's. Can we see that? When his legs are darkened like that in the monitor, I fear you're not seeing the bulbous jolliness of his wide open legs. Is he wearing tights? This almost looks like he has a sock and then he has like a compression tight.
He probably does.
Under the whole thing. That's disgusting. That is sick. All right, what do we got next for Richard here?
You could go to 56 minutes.
Okay, here's, the finale here. How low could he go? Let's go to 56. What is that?
56 minutes.
Okay. 56. Here we go. Look at this. The finale. So he's going ham here. He's got his hand on the pillow. The pillow he's laughing up a storm. He's laying back.
You're lucky that they fucking...
and that's...
Oh, my God.
I ended up in it. But only because...
But why you?
Oh, my God. Look at this shot. Look at that shot.
Is he on his deathbed?
Look at that. Have you ever seen this in a talk show?
And why won't Bill's just too scared to say something because he's such a big actor?
I don't know. Let's see what happens next.
What do you think?
Why was I picked?
Yeah, there's great actors.
Really laying down.
You're one of them. But why did they, they could have, everybody was.
Well, I think I was finally picked because
he's getting real close to that
Stephen
edge.
of Stephen.
Oh, that's so interesting. Did you see Fabelmans?
No, not yet.
No?
Look at him.
I won't tell him. You'll like it. It's not for everybody,
your eye on Dreyfuss.
But it's so, he's never made a movie like that, where it's his, you're still on good terms with him, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you'll like it, and it certainly speaks to the anti-Semitism, especially in the second half.
He's lowering.
That's going on around today. He got some of that real punch in the nose because you're a Jew stuff. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Slide.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, come on, just a little bit. This is like where you're trying to edge those coins to fall off the side, so you could win a bunch of tickets. And you're going, come on. It's like magnetically held on by like a thread. Okay, let's see. We're all on the edge of our seats here.
Spielberg, the director. Big Jew.
He's really he finally kind of fell. Look at this. So he gets right to the edge, and right almost as he falls completely off, realizes that he must get back up. Watch this.
No.
And
Spielberg, The director.
And
Big Jew.
coming.
I am in.
Okay, yeah, so we almost missed it during the cut. He slid completely off. It happened while we were cut, and now we're watching him get himself back up a little bit.
The director. Big Jew.
Tortured.
Here's where he slips.
I am in.
Right there.
MGM Northfield Park Center Stage.
Whoa!
Hard Rock,
Fully back.
Northfield, Ohio, Saturday, May 20th.
I didn't know he had
Sunday,
the
21st,
ability to
at the
go
Mystic
that
Lake
far.
Casino in Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Let's see what
Saturday,
happens.
June 3rd, the Met, Philadelphia. Sunday, June 4th, the Wind Creek Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And you have a book. Could I? Oh, and you signed it.
So he was able to get right back up there. I mean, a man with some disease couldn't do that hop.
He was shot by.
Yeah.
Holy
he completely
fuck,
falls off. And that
really
was it,
kills
right?
me.
Let's see. Does he do anything
Pretty
else
much.
weird right at the end? No. Okay, well, he sat up. Good for him. We must find out what's going on there.
Loved it.
And yes, turn him into his parents.